In real applications, we work with lists most of the time. So, for example, let's say that we have a list of the users, so we have a comments, product, messages, and so on, and then we need to convert that data to show that on the UI. For example, let's say this example. Let's say we have the list of the to-dos: learn React, build application, and deploy, and we want to present that on the UI in this format, right? So we want to create a list with the 3 entries: learn React, build app, and deploy. So how it's done in the JavaScript way, right? So without the React. So what we are doing is we are creating a list and we are adding 3 lines there, right? So we are creating an element and we are setting the value from the to-do. So we are adding that to our list. So what is the disadvantage of that? So disadvantage of using the JavaScript, pure JavaScript, is because we are again manually manipulating the DOM, and it's imperative style. So in the React way, it's a declarative. So what it means? So in the React, so what we do is we are going over our list and we are adding that. We are creating a list and we are adding that for each line. We are adding the entry from our array. And what happens is that the React reads the array, maps, which means that it transforms the items. GSX is created and the virtual DOM is built, and the React renders the list. So let's go and now see that rendering flow. So what happens in the rendering flow? So we have a data, we are mapping that to GSX, and we are building this list, right? So we are building a list, and on the UI side it will look like as following on the DOM side. So let's go and see that what map returns here, right? So when we are going over our map, and when we are going over our map and we are creating a list, React renders array of the elements. But when we do that, there is one important caveat here when we use that in the React, and that is that we need to use a key. So for example, in this case, so what we do is when we are adding a list, we are adding one attribute there for each entry. We are adding an index. So for a key we are as a key we are adding an index. Why key is important? Because it's a unique identifier. It's used by React for diffing, for the diffing algorithm that we have talked in our previous episode when we talked about the virtual DOM, and it's not visible in the DOM, but it's used in the React, right? So for example, in this case, when we are creating in the virtual DOM, it will look like following. We have a key with the values, so we have a type, and we have a props, learn React, and the build applications. And the why keys are important. Let's see in this example. Let's say that we have initial list, and our initial list is the index 0, 1, and the 2, and we have the values A, B, and the C. And let's say that we are removing B. So what it means is that the 0 pointing to A, and the C will change its position. 1 is pointing to C, right? Without the keys, React thinks that the A is a A, but the B is a C, right? Because the C is removed. So it's a wrong mapping. So for that, we are using a key. So React uses key as I said, in the diffing algorithm. So what we have is in the old virtual DOM, we have a key with the values. And in the new DOM, so when we are removing the B, so what we have here is we have the keys 2, key 0, and the key 2. React sees that the 1 is removed and the 2 is moved, and it only updates the necessary part of the DOM. So now let's talk about the keys and what is a bad key, bad way of which way we should not use the keys, right? So we should never do that. We should never assign the random value to the key. The reason is that every time it re-renders for a new key, and React, if we assign a random value, it will render everything, so performance will be destroyed. Now let's talk about when we should assign the index as a key, right? Index we should assign only for the static lists, right? Because in cases when we need no reordering, so the list will stay static, so we will not add or remove or filter anything to that list, right? So for example of it would be that if we have a list of the day of the week, so let's say that the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we know that that list will not change. In that case, we can add the index as a key. And the bad example would be that when we are using we are using the um, dynamic list when we are adding or removing the value, and we are using the index for it. So the best practice is to just use the ID for each item that we are adding. So for example, we are adding in the to do, we are adding the ID, and so we have we have a separate ID for each entry, right? So we have the ID1 and ID2. It's a unique and a stable way of creating the keys. So what happens on the update? Again, let's go over it one more time. Let's say we have a learn React and the build React, and let's say we are adding one more element here, right, to the list. So we are building a new VDOM. It compares the keys, add only new node, so the node that is just created, so no full render happens, right, for that component. Now let's take one example. In our example, we are creating one list to-dos, and so it has the 3 entries: learn React, build app, and deploy. And we have 2 functions. One is that the add to-do, so we are just adding hard-coded value, new to-do, to our list. And another one is remove. So whenever we are pressing to remove, so we are removing that index right here. So we are removing that from our list. And so what we have here, again, we have a button which is add to do, so we are adding to do, and we are showing here our list. And so also we have a button for the remove. Whenever we are clicking on the remove, we are removing the entry with that index. So let's go and see that how it is on the UI side. So here what we did is we removed the previous hour component that we had, and we have added the lists and the keys component. I have already started the server, so now let's go and add one. So let's add the to-do, right? So when we are adding these values hard-coded, we are not passing anything here. It just adds new to-do. And also the same way we can remove any of these by index, right? So we have removed the previous one. We also remove this one and this one.